Alright, welcome back to the Skymaster Viperjet XXL build. Starting with the horizontal stabilator and elevators here. I'm going to do some equipment changing. Nothing wrong with their equipment, I just don't like the way they do it, or what they use sometimes. So the rods and these metal ball ends and the little Sullivan style clevises is what they typically do. And they give you these carbon fiber control horns to glue in, and that's what you use for all of them, for everything. And these rods are pretty stiff, but they are just metal. They're not like titanium turnbuckles or anything. So what I'm doing is I'm going to use my traditional titanium turnbuckles with the heavy duty Dubro ball ends on both ends, and I'm going to switch out for their control horn. I'm going to switch out to these, because you do two, it's a double on the actual surface, so you put two per elevator. I'm going to switch it out to this double setup. These are fiberglass, and these are carbon. A little bit thicker on the carbon, not much. Let's see here. It's a little bit thicker. But what I don't like about theirs is, and you can see it here. So this is how it goes, and the two notches is where it sits on top of the surface. So you got maybe a ½ inch versus almost an inch or more that will actually be into the glue into the surface. These go forward more, so it allows me. And what I've always seen, it seems like no matter what you do, you always run into either too long or too short. These, it pushes it forward a little bit, gets it over the pivot point, a little bit better, and it allows me to go, I can get it with a shorter rod too. So that's why I'm using these. These are just, they come with these little top pieces, that you put in, so you can use this to mark them. Do the servo, to get your servo in, get the servo arm, and then draw a line from your servo, and then go right through where you're going to be mounting this, and then put this right center on that line, and then you just mark the two areas, and that kind of gets you where you need to be. Two BLS 172s, plenty of torque. Planning to use these servo arms. I bought a bunch of these years ago. Big heavy duty. I think these are like car arms, and they're only, I think it's about an inch, which is more than you need for any jet. I'm going to be using those on the servos. Nothing crazy. Yeah, wow, you can't even see in there. It's just because it's painted. Let me see if I can find you some light here. There you go. It's just a square box there. So put servo in, get it remounted, drill your holes, and put screws in, and then you have to cut the cut out the area for the servo arm. These are wire hinges. I wish they would add maybe 4 instead of just 3. But I guess it works. But one good thing that they've changed from their early ones is their rod holes are really tight now. They used to, that's kind of sounds funny, but it used to be always you'd get them on there and you'd move it and they'd be slop because they would drill these holes too big. Not the case on this one. The elevators are good and nice and tight, so it's a bonus. So I'm gonna get these servos installed. Probably I'll go ahead and cut out the the area for the servo arm, and I'll get one done, and I'll show you guys, and then I'll do the second one. So and then of course you're gonna have to, this will be on there, and the control horn will be here. So I'll have to glue that. Because you do have to kind of get them kind of back off this, because the rod is there, so you don't want to hit the rod or anything. But hopefully there's a block in here, if not, there's ways around that, but hopefully there's a block. But you guys take it easy, and I'm going to get to installing these servos later.